Chosen one, stop. Do not make that move. Do not sign that paper. Do not send that text. Do not quit that job. Not today. I want you to do something right now, simply with your mind. Do not move a muscle. Just focus your entire attention on the pit of your stomach. Do not touch it, just feel it. Is there a peace that flows like a river, calm and steady? Or is there a tight, vibrating knot of urgency screaming at you to do it now or lose it forever? Listen to me closely. That knot is not excitement. That is not the thrill of a new open door. That is your spirit detecting a trap your eyes cannot see. The enemy has wrapped a curse in the packaging of a blessing, and he is rushing you because he knows if you inspect it under the light of God's timing, you will see the cracks. There is a specific detail, a hidden clause in this situation that you are missing because you are looking at the shine, not the substance. I am going to show you exactly how to find it. But first, you need to understand that this pressure you feel is not from God. Proverbs 19:2 says that desire without knowledge is not good, and whoever makes haste with his feet misses his way. In the original Hebrew, that phrase, misses his way, literally means to sin against oneself. When you hurry, you do not just make a mistake, you commit a crime against your own destiny. If your spirit just jumped because you know I am talking directly to you, I want you to like this video right now. Seal your decision to pause. By clicking like, you are making a physical agreement that says, I am stepping out of the enemy's timeline and into God's timeline. Why do you feel this panic? Why do you feel like if you do not act in the next 24 hours, the opportunity will vanish? Let me diagnose this for you. God never panics. The creator of time does not run out of time. Jesus walked to heal Lazarus. He did not run, even when they told him Lazarus was dying. He moved with a rhythm of absolute authority. So if you feel rushed, if you feel pressured, if you feel a chaotic vibration in your chest that says it is now or never, that is the signature of the enemy. I know the conversation happening in your head right now. It goes like this. One voice says, "But Lord, I have been praying for this for years. This looks exactly like what I asked for. If I say wait, they will give it to someone else." And then a quieter, deeper voice says, "Something feels off. Why am I so anxious? Why can I not sleep?" This is the urgency test. Here is the rule. If the opportunity requires you to bypass your peace to acquire it, it is not a blessing, it is a bribe. The enemy is trying to bribe you into a counterfeit destiny, so you miss the real one coming next week. But why are you so vulnerable to this right now? Why does this specific pressure work on you? It is because of a hidden wound, a spiritual injury you carry that makes you terrified of being left behind. We are going to heal that today, but you need to understand the mechanism first. Before we go any deeper, I need you to make a commitment. Do not click away. Do not scroll down. What I am about to share in the second half of this video is not just spiritual theory. I am going to give you a biological protocol to physically tune your brain back to God's frequency. If you leave now, you will have the diagnosis, but you will not have the cure. Stay with me until the very last second, because your breakthrough is hidden in the solution I will reveal shortly. Let's look at the trap you are about to step into. I call this the Ishmael trap. We all know the story in Genesis 16. Abraham and Sarah had a promise from God that they would have a son, but the promise was taking too long. Time was ticking. Sarah was getting older. The biology did not make sense. The logical part of their brain panicked. So they came up with a plan, a logical, reasonable, culturally acceptable plan. Abraham would sleep with Hagar, the servant, and build a family through her. It worked. Hagar got pregnant immediately. The problem was solved. They forced a breakthrough. But look at the text. This wasn't a sin of lust. Abraham didn't desire Hagar. It was a sin of haste. It was a sin of trying to help God because they thought he was moving too slow. And here is the shadow work we need to do. Be honest with yourself. Part of you is angry at God's pace. You look at your life and think, Lord, I am running out of time. Everyone else is moving forward. I am stuck. If I do not force this door open, it will stay shut forever. That fear is the open door for the enemy. And here is the loop I opened earlier about the trap you cannot see. The trap is not that you will fail. The trap is that you might succeed. Abraham succeeded in having a son with Hagar. His name was Ishmael. But Ishmael was not the promise. Ishmael was a wild donkey of a man, and his descendants have been at war with the descendants of Isaac for thousands of years. When you make a decision out of haste, you do not just make a mistake. You birth an Ishmael. You birth a responsibility, a job, a relationship, a debt that God never ordained. And you will have to spend the next 10 years sustaining something that God is not blessing. You will be exhausted trying to keep it alive, and it will fight against the real promise when it finally arrives. Do not trade your Isaac for an Ishmael just because you are tired of waiting. But there is a deeper reason why you struggle to wait. It is not just spiritual, it is biological. And this answers the question of why you are so vulnerable to urgency. You are trying to hear God, but your receiver is broken. Right now, your brain is likely operating in what scientists call high beta brainwaves. Beta is the frequency of stress, survival, and analytical thinking. It is the frequency of the fight or flight response. When you are in high beta, your brain is scanning for threats. It is focused on time, on lack, on problems, on survival. This is why you feel like you are hitting a ceiling when you pray. You are closing your eyes, but your mind is racing. You are listing your problems, but you are not hearing solutions. You are asking for guidance, but all you hear is static. You are biologically locked out of the frequency where God speaks. Look at 1 Kings 19. Elijah was in a cave, terrified, running for his life. He was in high beta survival mode. A great wind tore the mountains apart, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. Wind, earthquake, fire. These are loud, chaotic, high-intensity events. This is the noise of the world. This is the panic in your news feed. This is the urgency of that contract. And after the fire came a gentle whisper, a still, small voice. That whisper is the frequency of God. In neuroscience, we might call this the theta state. It is the border between the conscious and the subconscious. It is where deep intuition, creativity, and divine connection happen. It is where you hear the secrets of heaven. But here is the problem, chosen one. You cannot hear God's still small voice, which operates in theta frequency, while your brain is screaming in survival mode, which is beta frequency. You are trying to download a divine file with a broken receiver. Prayer alone isn't working the way you want it to, because the signal is jammed by your own biological stress response. But what if there was a way to force your brain to switch channels? What if you did not have to spend 20 years mastering meditation to get there? What if you could mechanically tune your mind back to God's frequency in just 7 minutes, overriding the panic and unlocking the clarity you are desperate for? That is the missing key I need to give you next. That key is found in the hidden architecture of your own mind. It is what I call the divine tuning fork. In the scientific world, this is known as brainwave entrainment. Think of it this way. If you have a piano that is out of tune, it does not matter how talented the pianist is. The music will sound chaotic. Right now, your brain is that out-of-tune piano, The stress of this decision has locked you into a beta frequency, which is the biological state of survival. You are trying to play the melody of heaven on an instrument tuned to the chaos of Earth. But science, specifically neuroscience research, often cited by experts from places like NASA, has confirmed that there is a specific sound frequency that pulls the brain out of beta and drops it directly into theta. Theta is the frequency of deep intuition. It is the state you are in just before you fall asleep. It is the state where the noise stops and the signal becomes clear. This is not magic. This is simply science confirming what the mystics and prophets have known for thousands of years. When the Bible says, "Be still and know," it is describing a shift in frequency. You do not need to retreat to a mountain for 40 days to find this stillness. You can access it in just 7 minutes a day. There is a specific sound technology called the genius wave that acts as a bridge. It uses advanced brainwave entrainment to mechanically guide your mind down from the chaos of beta into the clarity of theta. Think of it as putting on noise-canceling headphones for your spirit. When you listen, the biological panic button in your brain is deactivated. The cortisol drops. And suddenly, that broken receiver I told you about begins to repair itself. You are no longer trying to force a connection, you are simply tuned in. If you feel like you have been praying against a ceiling of brass, it is likely just a frequency mismatch. I have pinned a link to the Genius Wave tool in the comments below. It is there for those who are ready to stop fighting their own biology and start hearing clearly. Go there if you feel led, but do not move yet, because once you are tuned in, you need a protocol for what to do next. Once your brain is calibrated and the panic has subsided, you must enter what I call the Divine Pause Protocol. This is a 72-hour period where you do absolutely nothing regarding the decision. You do not sign, you do not agree, you do not negotiate, you freeze the timeline. I want you to visualize this right now. In your mind's eye, imagine you are holding the contract, the phone, or the object of this decision in your hands. Now, visualize yourself walking into a sanctuary of white marble. In the center is a golden altar. I want you to mentally place that decision on the altar, turn your back on it, and walk out of the room. That is your action for day one. It is called the detox. You are detaching your emotions from the outcome. On day two, you enter the observation. You are looking for fruit. Does the other party get angry that you are waiting? Do they try to manipulate you with fear? Do they threaten to withdraw the offer? Watch closely. Their reaction to your silence will reveal the spirit operating behind them. If they panic, it is because they need to trap you before you wake up. On day three, you enter the decision. But this is where the chosen one often gets tripped up. You might be asking, but how do I know for sure after 72 hours that it is God's voice and not just my own wishful thinking? How do I distinguish the Holy Spirit from my own emotions? This brings us to the deepest shadow work we need to do today. The fear of missing out. There is a voice whispering in the back of your head right now. It says, if I wait 72 hours, someone else will take my spot. If I don't grab this now, the door will close forever. Listen to me. That voice is a liar. Psalm 37 commands us to fret not ourselves because of evildoers. It says to rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Here is the reframe you need to burn into your spirit. What God has ordained for you cannot be taken by anyone else. If it can be stolen, it was never yours. If you have to hustle, manipulate, and rush to keep it, it is an Ishmael. And an Ishmael will always require your strength to sustain it. But an Isaac, a promise from God, it is sustained by the one who gave it. So here is the answer to the loop I opened a moment ago. Here is how you know if it is God after the 72 hours. If the urgency vanishes, but the peace remains, that is God. If the urgency vanishes and the desire vanishes with it, that was just your flesh. God's voice is heavy, it has weight. It does not need the artificial caffeine of panic to keep it alive. If the opportunity dies because you waited 3 days, let it die. It was a trap set to distract you from the real door that is about to open. I need you to see the prophetic future that is waiting for you on the other side of this pause. There are 2 timelines in front of you. Timeline A is the Ishmael timeline. You say yes today. You feel a momentary relief, but in 6 months, you are exhausted. You are fighting battles you were never meant to fight. You are financially drained or emotionally bankrupt because you stepped out of God's timing. But then there is timeline B, the Isaac timeline. In this timeline, you wait. You endure the discomfort of the pause. You let the counterfeit opportunity pass. And because you trusted God with your time, He trusts you with His power. I know a chosen one who was in your exact position. They were offered a promotion that looked like the answer to their prayers, but they felt that check in their spirit. They applied the divine pause. They waited. The offer was withdrawn, and they were mocked. They felt foolish, but 40 days later, the company that made the offer was under investigation, and a new door opened for that chosen one that paid double the salary with half the stress. That is the double portion. That is Isaiah 40:31 in action. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. You are not losing time. You are gathering strength. Now, we are going to seal this. We are going to set a spiritual boundary that the enemy cannot cross. I want you to posture your spirit right now. You might be driving, you might be lying in bed, but in the realm of the spirit, I want you to stand to your feet. Visualize yourself standing tall, shoulders back, wearing the full armor of God. Place your hand over your heart in the spirit. This is the activation ceremony. I speak to the spirit of haste that has been tormenting your mind. I command you to loose your hold on this chosen one right now. You have no authority here. We bind the spirit of anxiety and we cast it out. I declare that the ears of this chosen one are opening to the theta frequency of heaven. The static is clearing. The noise is dying. I activate the spirit of divine patience within you. I declare that you have the power to wait. You have the power to say no to the good so you can say yes to the best. I seal this 72-hour protocol in the courts of heaven. For the next 3 days, you are covered. You are protected from manipulation. You are hidden from the pressure of man. And I declare that when you open your eyes after this pause, you will not see a trap. You will see the Isaac that God has prepared for you. If you receive this seal, if you are committing to the pause, I want you to type the words, "I wait," in the comments. Do not just think it. Type it. Make it a physical record of your decision to trust God's timing over man's deadline. Go now. Enter your rest. The trap is broken, and you have escaped.